Welcome to Living the Gospel Today. I'm Sister Joan Mitchell. What tempts us? Lent begins with this question. The temptations Jesus faces are not irresistible liaisons or ego-enhancing shiny pickup trucks. The three temptations Jesus faces test his mission among us. They test and stretch what we think God is about in us. First, the tempter wants Jesus to turn stones into bread. Well, who hasn't wanted Jesus to turn stones to bread? Make it easier for us. Who hasn't wanted to hand out magic solutions ourselves, feeding all the hungry, healing on call, taking away pain, providing a shortcut to happiness for those we care about most? Who doesn't want a magic wand? But Jesus refuses to turn stones into bread and insists we human beings don't live by bread alone. He listens to Scripture rather than the tempter. And we, in whom the cosmos has awakened to consciousness, have the capacity to nourish one another, wrestle and reflect together about where we're going in our own lives and as an earth community. The second temptation is the prove it temptation. Jump off the top of the temple, the tempter says. God will send angels to catch you. Dazzle us, and we will believe. Show your stuff. Passers-by taunt Jesus on the cross with this same temptation. If you're the Messiah, come down from the cross. But Jesus chooses to serve God, the unseen mystery that faith trusts as the ground of our very being. Jesus is about compassion, forgiveness, justice, living simply, and sharing what we have, not showing it off. Jesus is counting on each of us to imagine harmony in the human family, to sustain the earth that sustains us, to live and love our way toward a springtime in which we all stand whole. Power is the third temptation. Now, what nation or church has no fervor for world power? Who does not want to prevail against one's enemies? I often have wanted to. Lent is a time to examine what drives us. How can our economics benefit more than 1% of us? How can we help government of, by, and for the people survive the endless grind of 24/7 media and the limitless spending of corporations and wealthy individuals? How can the church survive without equality for its women and protection for its children? Don't test God, Jesus says. Serve God. Lent is a time for the people of God to pray for sure, but also to act. Lent is a time to let the Spirit of God do something new in all of us, to let justice and compassion drive us. A fourth temptation today is that we make no difference. We paralyze ourselves before we act. But we can act. We can write to our bishops. We can needle our politicians. We can keep at it and join groups that take action together. We can be the change we seek. We can be the church we want.